Rows of bodies under sheets, cops and paramedics in orange vests, deltas of blood on pale, wide-eyed faces. The usual images. For all he knows, they could be running file footage from earlier catastrophes. London, Madrid, Mumbai. Not to mention the usual grainy CCTV images of the usual round, dusky, beard-fringed faces of pleasant-looking young men. Those people, Kevin can't help thinking, against his better nature. Guys only just out of adolescence, with a death wish and a remarkable talent for synchronization. Moscow, Paris, Berlin, Amsterdam, all within a few minutes of each other. And Bern, who bombs Switzerland? And Glasgow. If the first botched attempt on Glasgow was farce, a couple of pissed-off professionals torching a Jeep Cherokee, not quite enough to bring Western civilization to its knees, this new attack was tragic. But it still felt unlikely to Kevin. Who knew Glasgow even had a subway system? And now Kevin remembers the name of Buchanan Street Station, a place he's never heard of before, as indelibly as if he'd ridden through it every day of his life. Creeping in the check-in line through the terminal, he passed a Wayne County sheriff every 30 feet, posed like a Cylon centurion in Kevlar vest and riot visor. At the checkpoint itself, he saw the surest sign of orange alert, a couple of paunchy Michigan National Guards in fatigues and combat boots, carrying automatic weapons and eyeing Kevin with a caffeinated gaze as he stood crucified in his stocking feet while a TSA drone swept him with a wand. "Have a nice flight, sir." And it didn't help that Detroit Metro is a 10-minute drive from Kevin's favorite Lebanese restaurant in Dearborn, where no doubt some deeply disgruntled dishwasher dreams of airliners dropping from the sky, like ducks in duck season, or, who knows, where some Al-Qaeda sleeper out of an episode of 24 is waiting tables and biding his time for a chance to sneak out to a 2-track behind the airport with a piece of cast-off American ordnance and blow one of his better customers, and Kevin's a big tipper, he used to wait tables himself, out of the sky. But now, deep in the privacy of his brain pan, in the plane descending over Texas, Kevin feels guilty for thinking this. Those people. What a thing to say. In the cozy, progressive cocoon of Ann Arbor, where he's lived nearly all his life, you don't openly speculate about terrorists in Dearborn. Not in polite society, you don't. Not even 4 days after a 6-city European bombing spree. And if you do, it's only to concede that it serves us right for looking the other way, while our government handed out stingers to radical Islamists in Peshawar, like a corrupt Indian agent handing out Winchesters and firewater to angry Comanches in some glossy 50s Western. Read your Chomsky, friend. We're only reaping the whirlwind. And anyway, Islam's a big, complicated religion like Christianity. It's not a monolith. It's not like every Muslim in the world wants you dead. Apart from the waiters in Dearborn, Kevin doesn't even know any Muslims. Or at least he doesn't think he does. In college, he slept 3 times with a girl named Paula, who called herself a Sufi, but probably only to épater les pères et mères back in Grand Rapids. And anyway, that was 30-some years ago. And who knows where she is now. Probably not shooting down airplanes is a safe bet. And those people, it turns out, can be guys just like Kevin. Just this morning, keeping an eye on CNN as he dressed for the flight, Kevin learned that the Buchanan Street bomber, according to the surveillance footage, was a pale, green-eyed, red-haired Celt. Another Kevin, in fact. A young, white Scotsman named Kevin MacDonald, who'd changed his name to Abdul Mohammed. "Slave of Mohammed," read the helpful caption beneath his grainy visage, and who carried a backpack full of plastic explosives into a crowded Glasgow subway car. The cable ranters are already hyperventilating about the Glasgow bomber's ethnicity, parsing his motives, whatever they may have been. and either blaming the grinding poverty of his upbringing for his desperation.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.